All right, I think we're good. Welcome to the channel. Hey, welcome back. Hi y'all. Welcome back to the channel. This is a video for my personal year number 4s. This is the March 2025 Numerology and Intuitive Messages read. Okay, so if you are unsure if you clicked the right video and you want to know how to calculate your personal year number, go ahead and take your birth month, your birth day, and the current year, which is 2025, add it all up together, the digits, add them all up together and reduce it down to one single digit number. If that number is the number 4, then you are on the right video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read to you the Essence of Benevolence calendar that I have created, the forecast for March 2025, and then we're going to get into your energy, your reads, your messages for this month. Okay. If you have not gotten that calendar, you may really want to get it, simply because it's proven, honestly, with the energy, it shows up in y'all's readings every month, but it gives you the tools and guidance to help you like navigate that energy, knowing what you're walking into prior to walking into it. So if you're anything like me, I want to know what I'm walking into. So let me go ahead and let y'all know what that is looking like this month. It comes in different sizes. It's glossy and matte. You can get that in the link in the description box. Okay. So let's look into the personal month. I mean, the universal 3 month, which is for March. Okay. February called for a period of reflection and patience, while March ushers in opportunities and creativity, highlighting our spiritual connections. Many possibilities are set to emerge this month. However, it's essential to remain aware of the collective energy and recognize the role we play within it. Pay attention. March offers a chance to connect with our hearts and exercise discernment as we move forward. While the path ahead may not be entirely clear, we can find solace in the fact that as long as we listen to our hearts and instincts, we can't go wrong. Expect numerous changes and opportunities to learn from one another, making the ideal time to transform fear and worry into wonder and curiosity. Okay? This month can feel lighter if we focus on our individual journeys rather than letting the collective energy dictate our direction. Pay attention. To infuse more benevolence into your life, the Universal 3 month invites you to reflect on the question: what decisions would you make if you knew you couldn't F it up? That is the forecast for March 2025. The Universal 3 month, okay? Now, I say pay attention to all of these things because you're going to see in your reading, I already know it's going to come up. But a lot of this energy is impacted. That's a collective energy. So that means that's the energy you're walking in either way. However, your personal energy is affected by all of this simply because it's the collective energy. You're going to be affected regardless, However, you don't have to allow it to dictate your direction, if that makes sense. So if you know you're walking into this month and this is the energy, and then you know what your personal energy is going to be, you can easily just be like, all right, what is mine versus what is the collective? What's going on in my environment? What's going on in the energy around me? So yeah, let's dive on in. Now, while you're here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you're feeling, how you feel, if this resonates with you or not. And then, and also just know that there are some things coming up. So if you're a dreamer and you're interested in learning how to alchemize your dreams and to understand and understand your dreams, how to interpret it, how to heal through your dreams, this is the time to start looking into it. Energetically, it's a good time to start moving into your dream work. And that means I'm also offering a Dream Warrior group coaching It's my Dream Warrior group coaching program. And I have it's an intimate space, so I don't have too many people that I mean it's like a smaller rgroup, and you're going to be receiving coaching from me along with different tools that I'm providing you to help you along in your healing journey through your dreams. So it's a 6-week program. It's life changing. And it brings me so much joy. It's one of my favorite things to do, but it brings me so much joy to watch people transform, truly transform from the moment they go into the program to the moment that the program ends. And so if you're looking to really start changing your life and utilizing your dreams as an avenue to do that, then go ahead and click the link in the description box and hop on in. It's very limited spots, so I'm very picky about like how I want to hold my containers and making sure that I support y'all in the best way possible. So just so y'all know, it's happening in April. So go ahead and click the link in the description box. But let's get into your reading. All right, cool. So because you're in a personal year number 4, this month is March 2025, is a personal month number 7. Okay, so you're in a 7 month, which makes me really want to look into what happened to you last month. If you haven't checked out the February month reading, go ahead and see if that's something that had resonated with you throughout February. Now, 7 is about introspection. It's about teaching and learning. It's about reflection and going within. It's kind of like a hibernation or a consolidation month. You need to get some rest, but it's also time for you to look back on how you got to this point and then start planning on what you want to do moving forward. Because this month is not about external changes all the way. Like a lot of external changes can happen during a 7 month. However, the most change that happens during a 7 month is internally, and it's a new sense of self that you get to walk out of when you walk out of the 7th energy. So I always tell people the 7 personal month or a 7 year or the 7 energy is not the easiest energy when you're so used to working outside of yourself and just being like, I want to go, and because you're in a personal year 4, which is a consolidation year, pay attention to how this 7 energy is going to show up for you, because your foundations are going to be what is at the forefront at the moment, how you got to this point, and then also what relationships and ideas and people and places and things that you've been attached to. Like, you're going to start reflecting on all of these different things and being very introspective in an introspective mode. Okay. So pay attention to those things and how that's coming up. Now, I will say that for this 7 energy for this month, because it's a universal 3 month, there will be different opportunities to show up with people, with connections and relationships. The 3 is very social, very creative energy. And so with that, in hindsight of the 7 energy, you may find yourself really like looking at, doing a lot more writing. If you're a writer, doing a little bit more, kind of going within and even channeling creative energy in a way that you can express yourself internally and externally. Okay. Because I said, like, external change is not the highlight of this month. However, internal change is. So pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to what's showing up for you emotionally, because a lot of the emotional aspect of, your life is going to be in the forefront at this moment. So if you want to hang out with friends, if you want to be around people, it'll be really good for you to kind of be around people at this moment. Don't spend too much time alone, because that can kind of be depressing. So for people who, we all need some type of social interaction, some way, somehow. But just be aware that the energy around you is going to be impactful. And like the forecast said, we cannot allow the external energy and the collective energy to dictate our decisions. Okay, so let's look into some of the messages. That's a little bit about the 7 energy, so you can get a glimpse of what that can look like for you. Put in the comments and let me know if that resonates with you at this moment. The 7 energy comes in, and it comes in strong. You hear me? Like, strong. So even journaling around this time will be really good as well. So let's see what's up with your personal year number 4s for this month, the 7 month for you. I do get that there's I wouldn't call it like shyness. I just call it like just going in like a turtle. That's why the turtle's coming up for y'all. But that makes sense because slow and steady wins the race, and that's exactly, okay, thanks y'all. That's exactly what was coming up. Is like there's something about slow and steady wins the race. Okay. Or like going in your shell. That's what it feels like. Going within your shell. Okay. And it's so interesting how this stuff comes up like this. Like, all right, let's look at your cards. First card that came up for you is the number 71, which is health. Because you're in a 7 personal month, the 7 is about like the 7 is a number of the body as well too. It's the strongest physical number on the physical plane. And 1 is all about the self, the ego, the individual. And so 71 is about your health. And when this card comes up, it's like there could be some things that are coming up around health and having any physical ailments or anything of that sort that you may be trying to heal from. The 7, what happens is because we go into an introspection mode during this month, that can lead to awareness of the body and awareness of neglect in the body, or awareness of stagnation in the body. So just like be mindful that your health is what's important right now. Your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical health is important at this moment. I see during the 7 months, they tend to be a little bit more like you can be tired. You can be just going through a wave of emotions, and they are really calling it your guides, or the guides, like the spirit is really calling for you to pay more attention to the habits that you have contributed to your current health state. So that means like it can be a matter of your belief systems and how that has attributed to your health. It can be that you have certain habits that don't work anymore that once worked before and it doesn't. But they're calling attention to the habits and the belief systems and the things that you attributed to your current health state. What is going on currently, reflect on that, because this is introspection. Reflect on that and then see where it needs to shift, because shift is important, okay? Now, the next card that came up was the number 10, which is karmic completion. Now, I'm going to say this, like, it's take what resonates, leave what doesn't. There's different groups that I pick up on. But for one group here, I see that the health issues or things that may be coming up in your health and right now are karmic. These are karmic things that may be happening. So, and what I mean by that, if you don't know what karmic debt and karmic lessons and stuff like that is pretty much like things that you carried on from a previous lifetime. And there's like ancestral weight that we carry. There's karmic weight that we carry. So ancestral is more about your ancestors that have been passed down from generation to generation, whether it's beliefs or things like in the physical things that may have manifested physically or whatnot from ancestors. However, this is a karmic thing. So a lot of the health things that's coming through is like from a previous lifetime that you're needed to learn certain lessons, okay? 7 is about teaching and learning. It's about lessons and spiritual lessons. So you're going to be doing a lot more internal like work on yourself during this time, simply because it is required of you in order to have a karmic completion, in order to complete the contracts, complete the lessons that you need to learn. You're going to need to do some introspection on how you've gotten to this point. That's the important part, is like how you got to this point, how you are learning at this point, and like what you want to release and move forward from. That's for one group. Another group, I do see that the health problems or the state of your health, in a sense, comes with the fact that you're wrapping up and completing a karmic lesson or karmic debt that you have been paying. So with that being said, it is important that you are acknowledging every moment of this, every process of this. There are cycles that are coming up, and this goes for anybody who resonates with it, but there are cycles that are coming up that if you are being aware of why the cycles are existing in the first place, because the answer is karmic. it's karmic, okay? So so if you aren't paying attention to why these cycles are coming up, or why these cycles of emotions or things have been triggers and all these things are coming up, you can easily skip over it and miss a really big lesson, and then you'll have to come back to it anyway, because that's how karma works. Like, it's going to keep happening until you get the lesson. That's what happens. So so this card can come up as like, you've completely you completed the karmic debt. You've paid what you need to pay, and like, thank God you did, you know. Also, it can come up as like, you're coming to a karmic completion and recognizing that this is something that you're not going to have to keep going through. Okay. Now, it seems like it's different energies for different people, but for some of y'all, I do feel that you've already completed it, and that is like a reflection of it. But then for others, it's like you're coming up in this month to start completing that karmic cycle, and it's a karmic completion, you know. So you should either way, you should definitely pat yourself on the back, because karmic cycles are really hard. They're hard to go through. So so with that being said, the next card that it came up was number 2, which is patience. Now, it's so wild because this card is literally came up in like almost all the readings. The energy of it has come up in all the readings. So the 3 energy of the universal month right now of March, that is bringing in new ideas, new things, new ways of going about things. Like, there's a lot happening right now in that energy. And because you're in that 7 energy, that's internal, that's introspective, you know, there's a need to look at how you are looking to push against it, or push with it, or like kind of move in that direction of like, okay, I want more external change, but they're asking you to be a little more patient for the external change to take place, because this is the time for your internal work to look and reflect what's going on inside. Okay. Now, I do see that this is also about like seeing the rewards of this, or immediately seeing results. That's what I'm feeling for y'all. Is like, you're wanting to see immediate results and the physical manifestation of it. And this is not the time that you're going to be seeing it quite yet. They're asking you to be a little bit more patient on the physical results. You have to pay attention to the internal results of the work that you're doing on yourself. If you can walk out of this month and really be like, I did that work on me, and I can feel the difference in how I am and how I operate, that's an internal change in yourself, you know, to feel the difference. And so if you can feel that, then that's what's important, you know, right now. Okay. But be patient, because it's going to come, it's happening, but you have to practice patience on a different level at this point. Okay. The next card is the number 77, which is spirituality. You are in a 7 personal month, and the 77 is a spirituality card. This card comes up, especially as an outcome, in a sense, in your outcome of your spirituality. There's a deeper sense of spirituality here. Your whole goal this month is to really tap into your spirituality. It is a time for you to really invest in your spiritual self. Okay. Connecting with your guides, connecting with, you know, spirit, connecting with your higher self. This is the time where you invest in yourself spiritually. So, and I always tell people the same, like with the universal or the personal 7 month, I would say personal 7 months for y'all. It is important to note that even when it comes to like traveling and doing all these lavish things, like, you, as long as your goal is to enhance your spirituality or to do something that's going to tap into your spirituality more, then it's supportive. So I wouldn't tell people go travel to have a girls trip in March if you're in a personal 7 month, simply because, you know, or, you know, you just going out on vacation and doing like fun stuff, simply because this is a time for you to really take your spirituality seriously. However, if you wanted to travel, say you're traveling to go to a different retreat, or you're traveling to learn Reiki, or you're doing something where you're tapping into your spirit. I'm getting tingles. They're confirming that this is a good time for you to do it in March, you know. So pay attention to what it is in your spirituality that is calling for you right now, and then move in that direction. Trust me, you're going to see the results of that work in the next 3 months, within the next 3 months. Okay. The results of the work you do this month, you're going to see in the next 3 months. It's a message. Okay. So let's get a last message for you for the Unshakable Peace deck, and then yeah, we'll call it a day. Now, whoa, wait a minute, not that one. Oh, maybe it was that one. Okay. Interesting. Now don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and let me know in the comments like how you're feeling, if it resonates with you or not. But the last message that I pulled for you today is number 21 out of the Unshakable Peace deck. And it says, Great Awakening. Walk in your truth. Stand firm in your light. How can you trust yourself more? Wow. Look at that. So here's the thing. When it comes to this card comes up because it's like, again, spiritual awakening. Like, this is a spirituality thing, you know. Again, all of it is spiritual work, physical spiritual work. And like the 7 is a physical number, but it has a lot of spiritual power. 7 deadly sins, 7 wonders of the world, 7 seas and oceans, or whatever, you know. Like, there are 7 chakras, or the main ones that people talk about, you know. So there are so many different things that 7 resonates, but it's important that you're taking time to learn and truly find yourself. If you want to really utilize this month's energy, the biggest thing that you can do for yourself is to find that power within yourself and walk in your light and have that spiritual awakening. Learn those lessons, reflect on the emotional karmic things that have been taking place in your life, and start planning for what you want to do with that moving forward. You don't have to take a bunch of action. In a sense, the action is internal. So if you are, for example, wanting to look more into how to heal and do more of your spiritual connection and have a more spiritual connection with yourself, then in like being a part of a program or being a part of a retreat or doing something where you're stimulating yourself mentally with that 3 energy, and then like spiritually with the 7 energy, and being able to like use those 2 energies together and do a lot of the like awakening of who you are and walking in your light. Okay. So yeah, trust yourself more. Pay attention to how you respond to certain things in this environment, because like you're going to need your intuition a lot more right now. So foundational things are going to be shaken up a little bit. However, it is for you to tap in deeply. So anytime you feel like something is like shaking you up a bit, tap into your intuition a little bit more and utilize that, and like have a spiritual practice. This is important. Having a spiritual practice, I don't care what it is, but having a spiritual practice specifically this month that you can use throughout the rest of this year is going to change your life. Okay. So with that being said, that is the message that I am leaving with you today. This is the month for March. I hope you have an amazing March. Don't forget, if you're looking to transform your life and work with me through your dreams, go ahead and click the link in the description box for Dream Warrior Coaching. And we start in April. So go ahead. It's very intimate. So spots are going to be soon, like quickly. It's very quickly. So if you're watching this video, you're getting like first dibs on learning about the information. But click the link in the description box. And then, yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. And let me know what else you want to see. Other than that, thank you so much for listening to this video. I will see you on the next one. And I hope you have an amazing, amazing March. Okay? Have a good one. Bye.